show. Welcome to the show. AQC ho. AQC ho. It's Monday night and welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Monday night is how I go. Yeah. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Monday night. This is how it goes. This is how it goes. This is how it goes. All right, man, we're going to get the show started. Shout out to Toby, man. Now, we're going to keep sending you the lives, brother.
Yeah, every Monday night at 9 p.m. Ba, ba, ba. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, ba, ba.
How you blowing them after you put them up?
No, because they smoking.
You said,
bah, bah.
No, you said, vroom.
Well, because they were smoking in my pocket, so I had to bring them back out. Blow them out and then put
That's
them back
a good
in.
recovery. I like that. So here we go, man. We're going to do this one time, man. It's Monday night, man. Fellas, as always, you know, we start the show off with a check-in. So how was your week?
I mean, you know, it was, same old week. You know, pretty much just work. And, about to start a couple of projects, though. So, you know, that's what I'm looking forward to.
You see how he snapped into them? Well, you know, it's been the same old week.
But when I started talking about it, I was like, I can't wait. Got a little pep in my back, you know what I'm saying? Straighten my back up. But yeah, I'm looking forward to got a couple of projects. And I mean, as you all know, like the way that it's looking or the way the tide is turning, you know, Lord willing, knock on wood, it seems as though we will have live theater once again here in Houston come the fall. So, I'm
very excited about
and clap for that because I've been waiting on that, y'all.
Theater is back.
It's back, y'all.
They say it's back, but we'll see. We'll see how the first few shows go because I don't know. It might be like in the NBA when they first started and fucking people start catching COVID, and then they shut all the games down. So I got to see how a whole show go first before we just be like that. The whole cast catch COVID and they just keep the run going, or do you just stop it, or what?
That's a good question. So you know, and we I'm sure we're gonna figure all of that out. But you know.
We're gonna see who go first.
I think in hindsight, I don't want to get at that. But what I'm saying, I don't want to get ahead of ourselves. But why we here is, I think the idea is that most people should or would be vaccinated. So you wouldn't. We're
gonna dip into that.
I ain't getting ahead. I'm just saying that.
That's true.
You know,
true.
I mean,
just saying the
truth. We'll see. How was your week, brother?
Man, it's been pretty good. I'm almost getting close to the end of the school year. Yes, sir, ski. But got to do a lot of inventory, and they're doing a lot of renovation, so all my stuff is moved somewhere else, and other people moved it, not us. So I have to literally go through every single thing and reorganize in a space that's not even mine. So other than that, man, agitating. Other than that, the week's been good because I find out what kids really are down for me because they be like, "What you need, Mr. Brown?" So a lot of times.
That's what's
I had some troops come on through. They be like, knock stuff out, so I can take a little breather. So I've been finding that out. So it's been a blessing in disguise. What about you? How your week been, bro?
Man, my week was cool, man. I had a work week. So got to shoot a short film right here in Houston.
Yes, sir.
A dude out of Stafford, Texas, Dulles area. Dulles High School. He came back to his own hood right across the street from his old high school. We shot a short sci-fi comedy.
Okay. Shout out to the black sci-fi comedy.
You know me, I don't even like sci-fi like that, but you know, my first joint had to be a sci-fi. But I started liking sci-fi after Lovecraft Country. But I like black sci-fi because shit go down, especially with the historical aspect to them. But this motherfucker was dope. It was a dope experience, man. We filmed that whole 2 days, so it was like some guerrilla filming, man.
That's fire. That type of shit.
And that shit was dope, man. And the cast was dope. The crew was dope. Everybody just went with it, had to do what they had to do. And we put that shit together, wrapped that bitch, and chill, man. That shit was good. So
that's what's up.
We'll stay tuned. They're going to be entering this shit in several different film contests and, festivals and shit like that. So We're gonna see what go down.
That's how it start. That's how it start.
And then also I'll be doing the corporate drama now. So we're working with companies like BP, Morgan Stanley, just other huge ass fucking companies that have these conventions and conferences where they talk about inclusion and diversity and things like that. And so they have different companies come in or do corporate drama where you act out different scenarios so people can learn the right way to operate in the workplace, and especially on Zooms now. It's a proper etiquette that you have to have in the corporate world. So it's been fun, you know, being able to do that and get that bread for not having to go nowhere. So cool. But that's cool, man. So what y'all watching? What you see this week that you ain't see last week?
I rewatched my episode of Cruel Summer because the new one will be coming out on Wednesday. So I'm
you really on that show? You standing by that show?
I stand by it, and I'm waiting for it every week. And once again,
Cruel Summer,
shout out Big Kane, friend of the corner. You know, he on there.
Shout out Big Kane, working.
Didn't even know he was on it. Just got sucked in, and then he just showed up.
You know another thing I found out? Me and Ben, he signed to the same agency as me.
Oh, yeah.
All the way out here.
That's what's up.
That boy signed
He with Pastorini.
That's why he be getting that work.
Yeah.
That work in.
That's how he got that Texas gig. Because I know he got an LA agent. So
yeah,
he mows in on over.
Yeah, that's what they filming. That's what they filming.
Like 50 Cent came on down the
Cruel
film,
Summer.
you know what I'm saying?
That's what we try to see. We try to see what 50 Cent doing. So let us know, 50.
Just walking around.
And Toby, next time you got a film or a creative idea, Toby, we got 3 actors right here, man. You don't have to play every part. All right.
Sometimes I don't know how to feel about that.
Because I feel
sometimes you know, you feel like a motherless child and you got to do it yourself. You know?
He definitely does everything.
Shout out to
but man, so here we are, fellas, man. So I watched. Let me get back into what I was watching. Monster on Netflix.
Just watched that too.
So you did see something there?
I haven't watched.
I did. I actually forgot I watched that, to be honest, because.
So it wasn't
on my
memorable to
downtime,
you?
I binge a lot. Like
It wasn't memorable to you?
No, it was definitely memorable, but I didn't think about it right now because I'm really stuck on Cruel Summer. Like that's all I really been thinking about. That's why I watched it. Hey man, if you know, you know. Okay, if you know, you know.
That monster was dope.
No,
man.
it was really good. It was really good.
I haven't seen that.
I don't know if it was a true story or not, but
it was. I don't know,
was
but it
killing
was
that shit.
definitely It was deep.
It was
deep. Like simply deep though. Because the way it happened, it was pretty simple.
Because you knew how it was gonna play out. Well, I don't know. Because I felt like him.
Yes, and
when he was waiting on the final thing to pop out. My heart was beating like his.
On the what?
When he was waiting on
the thing.
I'm not trying to spoil it.
I don't want to say the whole movie.
When he was waiting on the thing, my heart was beating too. And then,
I don't know,
who
man.
was in it?
Jeffrey Wright.
Yeah. Played the daddy.
Yeah. Jennifer Hudson did a good job.
Was the mama.
She actually did a fucking good job, man.
ASAP Rocky.
ASAP Rocky can act.
I figured he can act.
ASAP Rocky can fucking act. So, what is Monster? What the fuck?
We don't know what that is.
I don't know what the fuck that word is. But Monster is a movie that's on Netflix, man. Make sure y'all go. Monster is.
don't worry about the haters out there.
Not Mustard. But Monster is definitely a movie you should check out on fucking Netflix, along with some other shit. Amazon Prime got some good shit popping off right now. But they not giving us checks, so y'all go check out your own shows and let us know what you watching. Right, so if y'all here live watching us, put in the comments what the hell you been watching that's new, so we can get a feel of what the fuck is going on, what's good. Y'all do that shit in the Facebook comments all day, every day anyway. Me and my wife have finished everything and everyone, so what are y'all watching? Give us something to watch. So Put in the comments what you watching. What do you think is the dopest show out right now? What's the dopest movie you seen? Least. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Lastly.
I think it might be lastly.
I don't fucking know, man. But
got teachers over there. They should
let us know the last dope ass movie you feel you saw. What is the last dope ass movie? What's the last dope ass movie you saw?
I can't even think of the last movie I
just
saw.
watched 42-year-old virgin.
42?
42-year-old virgin?
40-year-old virgin.
Oh, okay.
42 or the woman or or Steve Carell?
No.
Okay.
40-year-old
Oh,
virgin.
that 40-year-old version is dope.
It's probably one of the dopest things I've seen.
40-year-old virgin.
Yeah,
Man, that
shit was dope.
That was dope.
One of the best.
I like
40-year-old version was dope. I liked it. I like when she was doing the auditions and the readings and the rehearsals.
Yeah.
That shit was so real. Like how that shit really goes.
Straight up.
The gatekeeping.
The gatekeeping. Yep.
Bars.
And just how you can rectify a fucking career at fucking 40 in your 40s and still pop the fuck off. That's what I love about what the fuck we do. Fucking Morgan Freeman. That's why I keep my eyes towards the prize. That nigga ain't pop off till
as long as his
till
voice
late
work,
50s, early 60s.
James Earl Jones.
James
Time.
Earl.
It's
You
a
know?
time you gotta keep going and fighting for it, bro.
Man,
It's a
you
time
just gotta
for
keep at it. At any given time, you'll pop. And then in our industry, you can pop. And then if you don't do nothing else after that pop, then you gonna disappear. You gonna have to re-pop yourself.
Yeah.
It's not like popcorn.
You're
Nigga.
going to have to re-pop yourself. How do you do that?
I don't know.
You're going to have to talk to your manager. Because
You already-
your agent can't help you re-pop.
I can't help
That's
you
a
re-pop,
manager's
nigga,
job.
like that. That's a branding
call
marketing
your-
thing, nigga. Like you're not popping no more, man.
You got to call your manager.
You
to
got all
re-pop.
that. You got all that money from that first gig, and you disappeared. Talking about you wanted to find yourself. And
Well, did you find it?
Now nobody know who the fuck you are anymore.
Oh, they giving us some shows.
All right, we got Justice League. Man, that movie was fucking too long. It was good, but it was fucking
good, but
too
it was
long,
definitely
man.
long. I watched it in seconds.
I'm like, I got somewhere to be. How did the fuck did this
I came back
end?
to
Like,
it. I'm not gonna front. I came back to it. I did.
Binge watch.
I actually
I
did
can't
not. I did not watch the
I
Justice
will
League.
binge watch a TV show, but I don't know about 4 hours straight. That's a 4-hour fucking movie.
Yeah, I took a break.
4.5.
I did
got
not watch the
kids.
Justice
I had to
League.
go. You know what I mean?
Like I had to do Lord of the Rings in pieces. I just didn't watch
I
each
watched
Lord
that shit all
of
the
the
way
Rings.
through. That shit.
I ain't gonna lie. My freshman year in college,
That was
I watched like the
I'm
first
off.
2 in succession, and the next day I needed to watch the rest of them, and that's what I did.
I give you that. Once I finally watched them, I was like, I can watch these.
It's
And
called.
I kept up with them, but that not no fucking Harry
that's not
Potter
what he
though. I
said.
couldn't get into Harry. Y'all fuck with Harry
I
Potter.
actually do fuck with Harry Potter. I'm sorry.
You look
Oh,
like
I
a Harry
rock
No,
with
no,
Harry
no.
Potter,
You look like
bro.
a
I like
Harry
all that
Potter.
stuff.
I was madly against Harry Potter, and I was dating somebody at the time, and they was like a big Harry Potter fan,
And
and
you
they
watch
used
it.
to drag me to the movies. I went to see like 3 of them against my will, and by the second one, I was like, you know what?
I say it ain't against your will about it 3 times.
I was like, oh shit, Voldemort coming back!
Yeah, straight
Oh
up. That shit
shit!
is
Harry
fire,
is
bro.
glowing. It's glowing, Harry. That mean he close by.
Yeah, bro. That shit
Like,
was
I
fire.
don't know. I don't know
You
what
can't
happened.
Get with that, bro.
I'm sorry,
Oh
bro.
man,
I wasn't with it at
Lord of the
first.
Rings, all of
I
that
did
stuff.
Lord of the Rings. I could do
Man,
Hunger Games.
about
I
that
did all the
second
Hunger
And
Games.
you ain't like
I was
Harry
like, oh,
Potter,
shit,
bro.
Can't do it. Just even saying the name. I don't like you saying this
Even
shit
then,
public.
when they
Like,
was playing that
yo,
game,
bro, you
I was
saw
like,
this
watch
movie?
out here.
Yeah, bro, that game.
Watch out, bro. He about to come
Yeah,
get you.
yeah.
I was like,
Boy,
you
that
better
thing
use
was-
the gills because you got to swim for a long
like you niggas is real undercover
Bro,
Harry
I'm telling
Potter
you,
niggas.
bro,
Look at
that-
that.
bro, that was-
Man.
Somebody just needed to
Nah, I
pop the
didn't read
cork
the
on
books.
you
I'm not
niggas.
gonna
Y'all
front. I didn't
fucking
read the books.
nigga
I
what?
didn't read no
I didn't
books.
read none of the books.
And
Them
I'm
joints
still
is
not that
too
into
long.
it.
I'm
But
not-
I would.
No, I'm into it.
I
The movies
would
is
lie.
good.
And
The
if I
movies
said
are good.
they interested. They really are.
Well,
They
now,
really are.
ladies and gentlemen, you see how much these two niggas like Harry Potter.
I mean, you know.
Now I'm backtracking now,
It's
nigga.
good,
It's
Joe, you just
nigga,
saying
better-
you don't
You can
really
watch
like
it with your
sci-fi
kids and
anyway.
everything. Like, it's a good movie.
I say I fuck with sci-fi,
But what
like,
I'm waiting on is the black version of that.
of Hunger Games
No,
or Harry
both,
Potter.
Both,
That
actually.
would be.
Really?
What's
Hunger
the black
Games-
version of Harry Potter?
The black version of Harry Potter,
Damien
I don't know.
Stewart.
Give me some
I
time.
don't know. But
Give me
the
some
black
time to think about
version
that.
of the Hunger Games is
you thought about
Third
this.
Ward, Acres Home, Dead End, Spice Lane.
They fighting gentrification.
Southwest. No, I'm saying them the Hunger Games.
That's what I'm saying.
In
What
real
they
life.
fighting against?
What you mean?
Who they fight? Who all these neighborhoods?
Principalities, my brother.
They all got different bird signs too.
They all do. They do.
Oh my goodness, bro.
They do. They do got different signs.
So-
all different zones too, as you know.
So you gonna zone up the hoods?
I'm just saying they already are.
That's what I'm
So,
saying. They already
if
zoned.
Third Ward is zone 1 and Greenspoint Niggas Home is zone 2, obviously zone
They're nowhere
1
near each
don't
other.
like
How many zones you
but
skip
that's
in
what I'm
between?
saying. Zone 1 don't like zone 2 already. Zone
Yeah,
2
that's
already.
north side and south
Outside,
side.
Like I said Dead End, I said Spice Lane. You can go out. Let's not forget
That's
this and
because
that.
you two all over Houston
Not
right
forget
now,
this
man.
and- that's what I'm talking about. Houston.
They gonna butt heads.
Have you seen the Hunger Games?
Yes, they butt heads, but they make them butt heads.
If we all in one city and we split up in different zones,
They ran by
and we
the
all
lady.
trying to get one thing, I think I'm gonna go against you because you're not gonna be in my zone, right?
Not if you on the north side zone.
You damn right I'm on the north side, so y'all ain't in my zone. And if we
son.
both want the same thing, it look like
What are we
it
gonna
is
want?
what it's gonna be.
What do we want?
I don't know. I don't think they really knew either.
What the fuck were they fighting
The
for?
whole point of the movie.
I know what the point of the movie
I was
was.
like, all
I know
them
what the
people
point
wanted to be free.
Oh yeah, of course they wanted to. I'm just saying they had no choice at the time. They was doing it too. Everybody stood there, waiting to see if they was gonna get picked or not. And I'm like, you don't really got to be there, but you know you there.
They didn't have a
Just
choice.
if they do come.
What was the other choice? Death?
No, if you got picked, everybody shows up because you might get picked. You don't gotta show up to show up.
But you can't even pick your category what you go into. You might want to go on with the flipping motherfuckers.
Don't that sound familiar?
What
That
if
don't
I-
sound familiar to you? Like you just came in one day and you came here and you didn't really get to pick what team you on, what you could or couldn't do. Now you just gotta, make it happen in your zone. But you're not in my zone. That's what I'm trying to
your
say.
parents are your team.
Hunger Games is real life, damn it.
This
Real life.
nigga-
God
This
damn
nigga
it.
is really trying to compare the Hunger Games
Because it is.
to the hood.
It is.
It is.
Oh,
But we're going to find a different way to correlate that. We're going to create a play off of that. Yeah.
Well,
Or a TV show.
that'd be fire.
That should be dope.
whatever way.
Hunger Games of the Hood. All right, man. So the topic for today, man, we wanted to dive into this, man,
Oh, shit.
is motherfucking vaccines. Pfizer, Moderna, Johnson & Johnson, AstraZeneca.
They got another one?
Well, they got halted too. Like pre Johnson & Johnson, they got halted.
We should have talked about this shit next
Uh,
week.
So many of us like branded,
Let me go on.
like
My neck get gonna stretch out real quick because I know I got
like
a
Brandon
lot of shit to
stated,
say.
theaters are opening up in the fall. Film and TV has been booming, opening back up, and some of the main questions that we have been getting before getting auditions or booking certain commercials are, have you been vaccinated? Me personally, I know I've gotten that each time that I have booked something recently in the film and TV industry. And the fact that, yes, I have been vaccinated has pushed me through, I guess, certain things that I would have had to do if I would have said no, I had not been vaccinated. So the question we're asking tonight is, should we as artists be forced to get vaccinated to go back to work?
Well, first, let's, as a show of hands, to give more reason of where we at. Right, if you have been vaccinated, let's just raise your hand.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4.
I mean, what's up?
You including everybody?
They looking at what they looking at, but I want to know too.
Everybody in this room.
Everybody.
Everybody in this room.
Thank you, Lord, because my grandma always told me I was covered. She always said I was covered.
So lucky ass.
God got me. God got me.
So
right.
So we are definitely asking a few questions. Should artists have to get vaccinated to go back to work? Are you comfortable being on stage with non-vaccinated people or in a film set? Are you comfortable being in that setting, acting back and forth with other actors, maskless, without them being vaccinated? And how you feel about that? So we'll start off with us first. I mean, y'all can welcome to put how you feel in the comments.
Please.
Or you can email us your thoughts. Or if you're on Facebook, please let us know in the comments on Facebook. That's how we're rolling. So starting off with y'all, man, how do y'all feel? So do you think first, should artists have to get vaccinated to go back to work?
All right. I'll go first because I know look at him.
I ain't got look.
I
ain't
know.
even saying nothing yet.
I think you shouldn't be forced to have to do it. And I say that simply for the fact that before the vaccinations were here, there was still work available if you were able to get some, and I was, fortunately. And the protocol was you still had to get COVID tests, you still had to prove that you were negative to do anything, to go into the theaters or wherever you're going. So all the process still kept you safe at the end of the day. So as long as that protocol is still a part of it, if you're not vaccinated and you clear all the tests, then I'm good to go with you, vaccinated or not. But so no, I don't feel you should be forced to have to do it. I mean, it's a choice, but I think you should still, if you're not vaccinated, you're gonna have to go through all the procedures that we've been doing before the vaccinations got here.
So do you feel comfortable being on stage?
Let's finish that.
But this is we're gonna go down the line with everybody. It's the two questions. So do you feel comfortable being on stage on a set with somebody that's not vaccinated?
I do. If they go through all the protocol and I know they're negative. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, I'm vaccinated. So
they don't have to be vaccinated, but they have to be tested.
They have to be tested. Like, I need to know. You know what I mean? Like, if you're going to be... I mean, at the end of the day, this thing is not cleared up. Okay. And if it's not cleared up and the government has not said take the mask off, you're good to go, you need to be tested. And that's how I felt safe before the vaccinations came, whenever I did have work.
Knowing that everybody got tested.
Everybody was negative. And if they were positive, we didn't have rehearsal. We didn't meet. You know what I mean? Luckily, we didn't have that situation. Yeah. But that was the protocol.
No, that makes sense.
So as long as everything is in place, I don't feel comfortable. Now, if you're negative and they still like you got to work together and stuff, no, that's a pause. That's just. I
think I fall in the same lines. I don't feel like everybody should have to get vaccinated. Yeah. I did not want to get vaccinated.
Me neither.
That was not something that I was just jumping the joy to do. But I'm gonna get my point out. Yeah. But I felt a need to get it because I'm around my parents a lot, who are elderly people and who do have pre-existing conditions and things of that nature. And I wanted to be able to continue because they're part of the village of my family that helped raise my son and all of that. So I wanted to make sure that if I'm going to be continuing to be around them, I wanted to at least be safe for them. Mm-hmm. And so family was first. Second was wanting to get back to fucking work, really, because everything that I kept running into was I was going to have to keep being tested or keep having the shit shoved up my nose again and again and again, before each fucking time I wanted to even come on set, you know, or fucking do a live theater show, which probably each fucking show night you probably gonna have to take a rapid or something if you're not vaccinated, you know what I'm saying? Or even if you are vaccinated, you know, you might have to. So it's just dealing with that, man, and not wanting to fucking jeopardize anything. I felt the need and obligation and responsibility to get it. So it's kind of a tug and a pull. Like I wanted to do it and I didn't want to do it because, you know, you did make this motherfucker fast as shit. Yeah. You know, it did come out of nowhere. This is the middle of a pandemic. You know, a lot of motherfuckers, we don't know what the fuck gonna happen 10, 15 years from now, and I still got life to live. You know, I don't know if this is gonna make my toes curl up, you know, one day, and I got everybody gonna be wearing different shoes and shit. You know, I don't know. But I felt right now, in this present moment, which we as actors are mainly living in at most times in our lives, is the present moment, is I needed to get this. I needed to get it done. Do I feel comfortable being on stage with somebody that's not vaccinated? I'm cool as long as they got tested. So if we have testing things in place and they have tested negative, I'm cool. But I'm not trying to be on stage with somebody that is like, you know, I might have a corona tonight. I might not, you know. Let's get to work. All right, so B.
Okay, I'm gonna try to make this as quick and logical as possible without like being emotional and going on a tangent. Okay, so
that's why we saved you for last.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying it out loud in my head, like just
out loud in my head.
Yeah, because I got a lot of other shit going on up there, and I need to say it out loud for myself to hear it and everybody else to hear it. Keep me on track. Quick.
Get that shit out your head, man.
One, touch on what you said. In my personal opinion, regardless of ethics and morals, it happened too fast. That's just first things first. For me personally, it happened way too fast. Now, for my family's safety and sake, I would want to get the vaccine. But what I do know is that for my family's sake and safety, they have went ahead and gotten the vaccine. So, logistically, they should be okay. No. Not try to be selfish. No, I'm gonna break it down. Just follow the train. You know, you pay your ticket. It's gonna take you there, right? Okay. So they should be okay. Not saying that they are not susceptible anymore, but having the vaccine is a barrier against getting the virus, period. I personally have not had the virus.
It doesn't stop you.
No, it does not stop you, obviously, right? I think that's been proven also, which also leads me to believe, so if I can catch coronavirus with or without the vaccine, why is it so mandatory for me to get the vaccine when we are still out here catching the shit? Okay, see, that was emotional. You saw how it went up? Let me bring it back down. Let me bring it back down.
Let them know how you feel, B.
No, yeah. But personally, like for my safety, my son's safety, I don't mind doing what I gotta do to make sure that I can provide and eat the way I always have. But if you give me a choice, I'm 1,000% going to exercise that choice until there are no more choices to be made and we come to an impasse, and then I have to reevaluate what's important and what's not.
So it come down between you working or not.
I mean, if it come down to me working, that's
or losing enough gigs because of that.
I mean, I don't
not
know.
Losing. I don't think you were losing. You probably just had to go through a lot more rigorous testing.
I don't know. I don't know what that entails. I don't know how that works. I really don't. But I do see a lot of private equity mandates coming in from different businesses. You know,
colleges already doing it. You know I don't know if PV did it, but Clark Atlanta show said you gotta be vaccinated to come back to school.
I mean, fun fact: Houston Methodist, one of the major premier hospitals in Houston, in Texas, and in the country, they have a mandate already that their whole staff has to be vaccinated by the end of the year. Now, 86% of their staff is already vaccinated. They lost 13% because the mandate is if you don't get vaccinated, you will be terminated, period, by the end of the year. That goes, that
So
goes to
private
doctors,
companies can do that.
surgeons, janitors, cafeteria people, EMT drivers. It don't matter.
But I think that's what the government gonna do. The government gonna be like, we ain't gonna force it.
Oh no, that's what Joe Biden said. There ain't no. That's what he said. He said, I'm not gonna make a federal mandate. I'm gonna leave it up to the private sector. And the private sector is if we decide as a private business of Actors Quarantine Corner, everybody in here got to be vaccinated. Wear a hat backwards. We can do that because we are our own private entity. We have the right to make those rules, and that's pretty much how I see it happening. I'm pretty sure theaters are gonna do the same. But see, that's the issue, right? You can go get the vaccine. Nobody wants to pay for the test, but the test is always free, ain't it?
The vaccine is free too.
Then I don't see what the issue is. I don't see why there has to be why is there a hard line?
So apparently we don't have our facts right because this has been the second time I've seen it. They've been working on this for 10 years.
What?
This vaccine.
Oh.
So I didn't.
So they've been working on the coronavirus.
Well, they've been
vaccine
working
for 10 years.
They've been working on vaccine.
We didn't even have coronavirus. See?
No, we didn't have this particular coronavirus.
Sip my tea.
They said coronavirus was always a thing. That's why it's been on the back of the fucking Lysol can forever. But we didn't have this level of coronavirus until now. So they've been working on vaccines for coronaviruses. But I think when you got every scientist and fucking vaccine maker in the world coming together for months on months to work on a certain thing, I mean, it's going to get sped up, even though I don't feel comfortable because they did say the shit usually take 10 years or 8 to 10 years to make sure a vaccine really works.
But I don't know how factual that is.
But as we know, science advances quick than a motherfucker. We wasn't fucking with Mars just 10 years ago. So now we got pictures of fucking Mars. We got a helicopter flying on that motherfucker taking color pictures and shit like that for the first time. So I ain't gonna say that, it doesn't advance fast, but to go from 10 years to 9 months or however fast they cooked up this vaccine on top of what they already had going, it's just, it's quick. But I mean, I'm on the safe than sorry side. So I'd much rather be safe than sorry, and that's why I'm on it. But I know it's gonna come to a head with a lot of people when we start doing auditions, and shit, that might come down to whether you get your role or not. If they know you vaccinated or not, they might be like,
of course.
Well,
don't we
I
know
don't
this
have
already?
Because you know what they're gonna hit with.
I don't want to politic or tiptoe around it. Like, don't
no,
we
you
know
what's gonna happen.
So
If Brandon, if I gotta pay, hold on.
What I'm not gonna do is I can be an adult and still feel how I feel and do what I need to do, regardless of what someone, the government, or anybody else wants me to do. No, I mean that. I can do that.
Now here's what I'm saying.
If I choose to not take it until it's time for me to take it, I'm gonna exercise that right.
I'm saying this is what I know for a fact.
Guinea pig. I don't want to be. I ain't trying to exercise like I'm some conspiracy theory. I'm just saying, let's be for real. This shit happened. It took over the world. It's still taking over the world. Nobody really knows what to do, how to fight it. The vaccine has not been proven to be 100% effective like the damn influenza vaccine.
Well, nothing's been proven to be 100% effective.
Who done got polio in the last 100 years?
Nothing that you put in your body is 100%.
Who got polio in the last 100 years?
That
How
doesn't
many
mean
people?
it's at 100%. Somebody
on,
got
man.
polio in the
Come on,
world.
Somebody
man.
got
You
polio.
just don't know
The
who the
whole
nigga is.
country of India is dying right now of coronavirus.
Yes.
You telling me that people in America have access to a vaccine that stops it?
The whole
And people
country
are
of
dying?
America is not dying
Come
anymore.
on, man. Come on, man.
And
You
India
just, You
is.
got to look at the logistics of
Nigga,
it.
we hit 500,000 people dead, and now we ain't past 30,000 in the last, 2-3 months.
Why
India
is
is now.
that? Is
Because
it
of the
because of the vaccine?
I think that's a
I mean,
big
all
part
I
of
can
it.
do is look
I
at
think
what
it's a big
facts I
part of
have in front of me.
I think it's a big
A
part
lot of
of it.
people are getting vaccinated. A lot of shit is slowing down. That's all I can say. Now, whether they
Coronavirus was
passed
slowing
out
down before the
vaccination,
vaccines came out.
no, I can't say that.
Vaccines
not
started
in
rolling out
Houston.
in December and
Not
January.
in here because they were talking
December,
about doing
January.
another re-shutdown.
December and January.
Because they
Listen,
started
you silly,
rolling out.
y'all. That's silly.
Because they was talking about
What
doing
she
another
say? What she
re-shutdown.
say?
She's saying, man, if it's gonna turn everybody into zombies, I want to be a zombie and not Will Smith and I Am Legend.
You want to be a zombie?
You,
I don't even get it.
You the only one gonna be trying to
Damn
survive.
right, I'm gonna be Will Smith. You
He
damn
said
right.
I'm Will Smith.
I'm gonna be just like Will Smith and Tom Hanks. I'm gonna have Wilson over here, have my little dog over there. I'm ready for y'all. I'm gonna be locked and loaded and ready.
You're gonna be
Y'all
a lonely
been
motherfucker.
That's
right?
fine, because it ain't gonna be no more theater. So I hope you ready for what you
No,
got.
I'm gonna be with the other
I'ma be ready
niggas
for
that
what I
created
gotta
the
do.
colony that he was trying to fucking find and shit. Like, oh, there's some shit popping off way over here
And your
somewhere.
mama said they sent vaccines to India.
Exactly.
FedEx mail.
To slow it down.
Wait, did she say FedEx?
Yeah,
Bang,
she
bang.
said by FedEx,
Yeah,
by the
of
way.
course.
Of course it was by FedEx.
Stop playing with them.
That shameless plug she just did real quick.
And fuck this. Have you gotten a vaccination ever before to go to fucking elementary school, middle
Yeah,
school?
the last-
So you've been getting vaccinations.
Nah, I ain't been getting shit.
Yes,
let's,
you
let's
have.
stop right there.
There are
sir.
vaccinations in your body. Why
True.
don't you have polio?
True. You right. Because I took a vaccine for polio that has been proven to work
And
for
100-something
centuries
years ago,
before I
some
even took
a
it.
nigga like you was sitting around 100 years ago like, I ain't fucking with that shit.
But it did not. But the polio vaccine didn't happen in a year. And granted, this is 2021. We have so many
It took
technological
10 years.
advances.
Bro, I can press
To
one
what?
button on this
To work
phone.
on the vaccine.
I can
For coronavirus.
I can
what
press
they
one
say.
button on
But
this
we-
phone
if we
and
never-
some
saying,
food will
I'm
show
so
up at the door now,
I'm
man.
the same, Brandon.
so
I thought
confused.
it only took
I'm
a
so
couple of
confused.
years.
Wait,
Me
if we
too.
never had this strain,
But that's like
we've
three
had
people that said
coronavirus,
10
right?
years.
It's on the back of Lysol bottles. It's been there. You can look at it, right? So if we've had coronavirus, but never this strain, how do we have a vaccine within a year? It wasn't a vaccine
Because
for the,
we
ri-
put all
for
our
the
heads
original
together
coronavirus.
when your powers combine.
Captain
We
Planet.
put
huh?
Captain Planet,
fucking-
they put 'em
you
all
The
know-
planet was dying.
So Captain Planet is the vaccine. Because I was about to say, I was going to say the opposite.
We the planeteers. You can be one too.
You just need to be vaccinated.
Well, I'm the dude who had the heart
Looting
rate.
and polluting
Like I'm not a part
is
of the
not
earth
the
with y'all.
way.
Like you had earth, wind, fire,
Fire.
water. I'm
And
heart.
then they gave him
I'm
for a heart.
Yeah.
Heart.
That's me. That's me.
Your heart.
He never was with the group either. He's like, I don't know, y'all. I don't think I want to do that. And
Because they have a good weapon.
no.
While
it
everybody
always
could use the
it
elements
always
around
took
him.
to make it happen.
No, bro.
Without him,
He didn't
we
have an
wouldn't have been
element.
able to do
How
it.
you gonna hurt somebody with heart? I love you.
What? I murder you with that.
How?
With
You
kindness
can, with
and love, I will murder you with that.
He couldn't
It's
murder
nothing you
nobody.
can do.
The white chick
It's
had
nothing you
what?
can do.
She had what? Wind. No, that was the eight. What?
Look, you can
Water.
control the wind,
Water.
but I will die a martyr, and they'll remember me forever.
'Cause they
for
gave
what
the
I
black-
was in my heart.
they gave
but
the
not
black
remember
dude-
You 'cause
they
you
gave-
was the wind dude.
They gave the black dude dirt. They
Now
gave
you
the
just
black
the
dude
wind
dirt. Earth. He just make the earth just rise up on you.
Right.
But
But
how
they
you
remember
gonna
you.
fight somebody with heart?
What you mean? How? That's exactly how you fight and win.
With heart?
Yeah.
No.
That's how you
I
win
seen
every
niggas
fight.
get knocked out. And what he say on Baby Boy? Hey, this little nigga got a lot of heart.
No.
You
Hey, and I also seen on the wood, he say, hey, get your ass in the back. These little niggas got more heart than you, cuz. So it worked how it worked. You know, it worked how it worked.
All right. So, if it came down to you being in a movie right now, millions of bucks on the line.
Brandon just
Now it's not even a choice of
he just
forcing you.
like
Now it's an option
the
of
whole world got the vaccine, and Brandon's just gonna be the one.
And
like,
so-
no,
they like
you gotta force me to.
we
do
want
it.
you to come
I'm an
replace
adult. I'm
replace old boy on Snowfall. You could be the next light skinned nigga. So
Man, boy, nah, I don't want that part.
you man boy
I don't want that part.
cousin.
I do not want that part.
Hey man, boy, cousin.
Oh, that's even worse. It's like Scully.
So he
It's
mad.
like-
So you mad at
It's like Scully.
that's what I'm saying. You
Yeah,
mad
yeah.
too. You killed man boy.
Nah.
Now I'm here to rectify that
Oh,
shit.
man.
Alright, but they saying to be on the show, nigga, to get your millions.
I gotta be quiet, bro. My mama telling me to be quiet.
To get your millions, would you take the vaccine?
Brandon, man, he gonna have to.
They
take
got,
vaccine
we got
so
all the
fast.
paperwork.
I guess I'm not gonna be a zombie anymore.
All I'm gonna say is, without having to like just legally plead the fifth, I'm gonna just go say it like this: if it ain't a choice and I still got a choice, no, if there's a choice and I still got a choice, and they like, hey, we want you to take this vaccine to make this $1 million, I'm gonna be like, all right, cool. I'm gonna work it out for you, right?
What you mean?
But
No, I'm gonna go get it
What?
out. No, I'm
You
gonna work it out. Hey,
All
listen,
right, go ahead.
this is
I'm
what I'm
listening.
saying. This is all I'm saying. Just know that when it's time to get the $1 million, they know I'm gonna be good and clear, and I know they gonna be good and clear, and it's still gonna work, regardless of how we get to that point or how I got to that point. Just know that if they say, hey, we might need you to, take
Nah,
this
bro,
shot,
you gotta take
get
it
this
right
bill.
here. We got the motherfucking chick right here.
Like,
we got the contract
no,
right
if
here.
you
nigga.
don't take
You
the
not
vaccine,
By that
you're not
time,
getting this
by that
role.
time, I'll be certified.
Certified what?
Certified not getting $1 million.
Certified to be free and operate in normal society like all of other vaccinated people.
You're not answering the
Hey,
question.
get
nigga.
rid
I
of
just
that.
did.
No, you're not.
Cross my leg. I just
boy.
answered the goddamn.
That's
Yeah.
what you did. You
For his
crisscrossed
money,
the
he will
fucking
get
question like
vaccinated. He just got to be told to do it.
That's a lot of words, but no. Thanks, Elizabeth. Thanks, Elizabeth. I see y'all there.
So Brandon still don't want to take the vaccine.
No. I didn't say.
This
Look.
boy.
All I'm saying is I'm gonna be legit like everybody else is legit.
So like Leroy from the block who got them cards. I know about 4 niggas with them cards, them vaccination
First
cards.
of all, I'm scared of needles anyway. I say AQC, nugget. I'm scared of needles. Yes, I got tattoos. I don't want to hear that
You
argument.
just got a tattoo.
I mean,
That's literally
You just
1,000
got a tattoo
needles
and
in
you
your
just
arm,
But
right?
I did
Over
not,
and
I
over.
did not. I can't watch the needle go into my body because
You got a
Bro,
tattoo
you gotta
right
do-
here. Where were
Well, I
you
didn't
looking?
That's a
At my
session.
phone?
The shot is
I was literally on my
2
phone.
seconds.
You did this the whole time?
A
nigga?
tattoo
The
is
whole
a session.
entire time.
This boy,
The
tripping.
entire
Who the
time.
fuck get a tattoo like this?
Bro, you know how fast the vaccine shot is? Boop, it's done. You don't even feel it, bro.
So
I ain't even
you
know
feel
shit.
it.
I know. I
what
asked
I've
her.
been hearing-
Okay, hold on,
Alright,
time.
no,
So
you're
here,
right,
so
you're
here,
right, you're right.
That's
no,
all I've been hearing.
No,
you
just-
gonna feel it.
just like
You
a
gonna feel
therapist,
it here.
just like
or
a therapist, just like
Bro,
therapy,
you know,
we've
you
gotten to the bottom of it. Brandon, you're not scared of the vaccine.
Nah,
You're scared of needles.
And then look at Elizabeth say,
That's
"Bye." We got to the bottom.
that's
of it.
cool. That's cool. I'll rock with that. Let's rock. Yes.
You scared of needles.
Yes, my mama can verify that I am scared of needles, so that's why I'm not taking
It
the
was
vaccine.
hard for
I'm
you
not
to get a
hearing
shot
that
back
shit
in
when
when
he
you
got
were a child.
tattoos.
Yup, cried, ran around.
Bro,
If
he
you
got
didn't-
tattoos.
You didn't like the booster shot,
I'm
did
not
you?
hearing that, bro.
No. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I'm scared of needles.
He
That's why I'm
got
not taking it.
tattoos. I don't want to hear that, bro. If he can get tattoos, he can get a vaccine
Bro,
shot.
and in the drive-through
Man, I'm
vaccine.
from the hood. You gotta get tattoos.
No, you
Get the
don't.
fuck out of here.
It's almost
I
like
don't have-
bandit.
No,
I
don't.
don't
Like,
have
what you
8
do?
tattoos.
What you
Calvin
walk
ain't-
around
I
here
don't
with no
have-
tattoos?
I don't have-
man?
Calvin ain't get tattoos.
Not one
What you
tattoo.
mean you ain't got no?
T.I. ain't got
He's
one
from-
tattoo.
He's from the UK, sir.
Calvin did not get
Oh,
tattooed.
Calvin, who?
Calvin from the hood that worked at McDonald's that made it to college.
The dude from the McDonald's commercial?
Yes, nigga.
See, you took it way back. People
You
like,
definitely
who's that?
did, like-
I knew
I-
what you was talking about, but people like, what is that?
Calvin walked by the
You know
block.
Calvin.
Hey, you know Calvin.
Calvin threw his whole life in a McDonald's commercial.
Straight up.
His whole
Hey, you heard-
Calvin got that bread.
Black
I hope
life.
he had on
Hey, we
too.
need to
Right.
redo that. You heard Calvin got a job.
Yeah,
man.
and where? I'm gonna go meet him at 10:30.
Oh, never
Right
mind.
before they
Dave
stop serving
Chappelle already
breakfast.
did it. I forgot
He
Dave
did.
Chappelle already
Yeah.
did
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Absolutely did. He absolutely did.
So,
Oh, man.
I don't give a fuck.
And for the record,
What?
no, Elizabeth, I do not have any bicep tats. I don't do that. I don't got no bicep tats and all that extra shit.
Bicep tat.
Yeah,
nigga,
she's
what
like
the
some
fuck?
weak ass bicep tat. I'm like, I don't got that. I don't got that. My tattoos are meaningful. They're just there though. You know, I got them. You know,
You got I am art on you.
because I am.
Okay. Have you ever drank liquor?
Yeah.
Have you ever taken a Motrin, a Tylenol, a
At the
BC
same
powder?
time, I'm drinking.
No. Well, yeah.
No.
Absolutely.
Have you ever
nah.
taken fucking medicine?
Why you been
Billy
drinking?
Drill,
Some BC?
Billy
Absolutely.
Drill,
yes.
BC powder.
I know
I do
he
take
has.
those.
What else?
That's it.
Took it to
And
get.
I don't take medicine. Now, y'all know how I feel about
Do
medicine.
you drink out of club cups?
No.
You
No,
always use
mama
a
taught me
straw.
that. My mama like the germiest person
And she
in the
said
world.
no. And she literally said no. She answered, she said no.
Look, nah.
Before you answered, she said no.
You always use a straw.
Yeah, and especially if y'all gave me the cup, go and give me a straw too.
What is that beer?
Nah, I get. Now when I'm out, I get.
She
straws.
gonna call you on your line.
First of all,
A
okay,
bottle or
okay,
a straw?
no. To be fair, if it's beer, I can't front. I got to drink it out the glass.
I get the bottle.
I'm sorry, if it's beer, I got to. Like, I'm not gonna stick a whole straw in my pint of beer. I just can't do it. So yes, if it's beer, I'm probably going to drink out the glass. Anything else, you can go and give me a straw, baby, please and thank you.
So, are you one that is looking at what happened with the Tuskegee experiment and being
You
hesitant?
relax. I mean, do you want to keep going? Did you
I
just
mean,
pick
I
that
mean,
one? There's more.
I know it's a lot of them.
But wait, there's more.
I mean, but it's happened.
Like, what?
It's happened with everybody. You know,
Who? Everybody who?
You don't
Everybody
think-
that was white?
in the Holocaust, you don't think they were shooting them up with different shit?
Why
In
is
the
that
Japanese concentration camps, you don't think they were shooting? I'm not saying that that's the same as us. I'm just saying it happens to everybody.
It ain't Tuskegee project.
though?
It happens to everybody.
See,
So it's like,
I don't even want
who
to
do you
touch
trust? White people will fuck over themselves. They will get themselves a fucked up vaccine also. On top of some niggas. If you a poor white motherfucker, you gonna come get this same shit over here too with these Negroes.
But that's because they was already voting for Trump anyway.
And
So
they think
they
they
didn't
voting
even
against
need
the
the
issue.
they didn't even need it.
Oh, they ain't even going to get it.
Man, look, I we know how I feel. So instead of debating the fact, let's just talk about it. Cause I think we know how I feel. Until it is a
No, I'm saying
mandatory thing.
That's the thing
Like,
that's holding.
and I'm gonna say it like that. Now, I'm gonna say it like until it's mandatory. Well, I ain't talking about just because one job wants to say it is and that job does not want to. If there's not continuity, I ain't playing that game. I'm not gonna walk the line you want me to walk just because that's the line you're walking or your entity is walking. When you got 5 other entities who are not walking that line, and you telling me that I have to walk this line just to be a part. That sounds like some shit that we've been dealing with since the 1800s, and I don't want to be a part of that. Regardless of what it is, whether you can level it down to brain is still just a being safe or shot, like it's just a shot. I'm just saying.
I'm saying you in it one way or another in this fucking country. That's what the point I was making about how it happens to a lot of motherfuckers. You in it one way or another. If you don't take the shot, they gonna fuck you somewhere else, nigga.
I'm not even gonna front. I didn't even take the vaccine for work. Like, I literally took it for family and being able to fucking travel. Like, I hate being in a fucking bubble. Like, I feel safer knowing that I'm vaccinated and that other places that are.
Do you really feel safer?
I do.
You feel like
Not saying
granted.
that. Not saying that I can't.
You never caught coronavirus before.
I'm not saying that I can't get corona still, but now they say with the vaccine, it's a less chance of you dying. That's all I need to hear. Like, I got kids. Like, I
got people who didn't call coronavirus.
I mean,
ain't got.
we didn't probably caught it, but I done buried some people.
Had it.
And
that nigga alive. I watched that nigga lose 15 pounds.
And I done seen some people get buried. So I'm not trying to.
True.
Shit, I need to
like
some corona.
Funerals. It ain't just they got sick and beat it. It's some people that didn't beat it with funerals. Because on top of the COVID, it's other conditions that you may have that if you catch COVID, it's gonna speed your.
I agree. I got asthma. I don't know if the world know. I got asthma.
They know now.
I'm a high risk for coronavirus. So I should be the first in line to take the vaccine more than most people here. I don't know what kind of underlying issues y'all got, but if breathing is the cause, I couldn't breathe before coronavirus got here. You know what I mean? So if that's the cause, I should be first in line.
But you putting yourself at risk.
No, what does that mean if even for the sake of my own asthma, I don't think it's safe. I got asthma medicine.
That means this country has
been
fucked us in such a way that we can't trust them. It's going to be a side of people that really can't trust them. Like Destiny put in the comments. Like Destiny put in the comments, it came down to the ramifications of what might happen outweighing the history of this country constantly fucking over black people with certain science shit.
And they show pumping it in our areas.
They pumping it hard.
Absolutely.
They pumping it hard.
They pumping it hard.
It's voluntary in all the other places, but there are so many free testing and vaccination spots in these low income areas that it's almost crazy.
They're playing
now they just pop. You ain't vaccinating the homeless people out on the street.
Well,
but you in the hood,
at
though.
the same time, I'm gonna play devil's advocate because you got people that have complained that when stuff like this does happen, there are no facilities or anything like this set up in the hood. So they are making sure this time around, dealing with all the black shit that did happen, that people are, because you got people coming out of pocket to make these private, like churches are buying, are paying for medical facilities to come out and administer vaccines. And you got other private companies that are trying to put them specifically in the hood so they actually will get them. Because America will watch the whole hood die off and not give a fuck.
Shit.
And so
I think they won't when they do.
So
all the time.
So I don't think that they just trying to get the whole hood vaccines to kill them. I think it's certain people that know that the hood needs these vaccines because America will watch this whole fucking section of this city die the fuck off and not give a fuck and just be like, well, they didn't want to get vaccines. You know what I'm saying? And so I think somebody in America is probably banking on a bunch of people saying, I ain't gonna fucking get that shit. And that ain't me pressuring people to go get it. I'm just saying, we don't fucking know. And so
I want to travel and just feel safe on the plane with people I don't know that come from
Look, hold on.
I go to New York where it's international, like that's a frequent place.
Yeah.
And I know it's a lot of different nationalities on that plane, you know what I mean? And I just want to be safe. And if I catch it, I know I have a less chance of dying and staying from my kids. That's what the fuck I'm gonna do.
And look, I'm gonna reply to my fellow people. They out there call me. We got Wayne out here. We got Miss Gwen Harris.
Miss Gwen on his ass too.
And I know everybody been on my ass. And I'm gonna say it like this. For personal reasons, like just true personal, like Wayne said and what Miss Gwen said. Like for y'all's sake.
Well, so for the people that don't know what they said, Wayne was like, it's not about complying, it's about concern for your fellow risk and actors. And if a production were told to all have engaged, to engage, you have to be vaccinated or no one is to be cast. So Brandon, what you gonna do? Mm-hmm. And Miss Gwen was like, you're not gonna work in the theater. All unions are going to agree to this requirement.
Mm-hmm.
So your response to that is?
And that is all agreeable because I'm in both worlds today, right? Like, for y'all's sake, like, for the show. Like, if it's for the show, I always got to do what I got to do. Now, granted, do I want to do that right now in this moment? No, the fuck I do not. And I'll say that as many times as I can. And I will be vocal about that to see if there are options. Mm-hmm. Like, straight like that. Straight like that. And I'm a part of a union also. And I'm eligible for another one, close to being in another one. So, you know what I mean? Like, I understand where this is going to lead more than my opinion is speaking for me right now. Like, if that makes sense. Like, I know how I feel, but I also know where this train is going to dock in. And I know what's up.
Tell you to
and that's just the truth. Like, I'm not about to just go run out and hop in line.
Bro, it's inevitable that you're going to have to be fucking
beat
vaccinated.
somebody to go get it. Who's going to be the first to get it? I'm like, y'all can go ahead. Like,
see, this is my thing. So how long
until I need to is when I need to.
How long do you consider
is it going to take you to miss out on work?
No, it ain't going to take me to miss
But
nothing.
what do you consider how long is the first? Like I literally, because I'm that type of person, I don't get the first generation of anything. So when the vaccine dropped, I'm like, no, I'm not taking none of that shit because that's just the first batch.
I let the first batch go out.
I'll let literally people
I got the teacher batch.
Yeah.
You don't think they making it different?
I don't know.
This is a mass-produced.
Each time you cook something, you get better at it.
Nigga, this is like McDonald's, bro. Like, it ain't that hard. Like,
you worked at McDonald's too. Once you learned it, that sweet tea was banging more than the first time you made it, nigga.
This is a mass-produced vaccine.
You ever been to McDonald's and like, who made the sweet tea today?
Under a year to go to billions of people.
We're
not talking about something that you just making in your garage, bro.
It take under a year.
This is not something you're making in your garage.
10 years.
We know that. But you act like they are making it in the garage.
You act like
what you sound like.
Like they
They are making this in multi-billion-dollar facilities with fucking little robot arms doing robot shit that we ain't never seen before.
Period, point blank. If it don't concern Josiah, my mama, or my work, I ain't gonna worry about it until then. And until that moment comes, then
but
we
what
can
if
talk
it's
about
too late then?
Well, too late for what? If somebody asking me to do something, it ain't too late. Too late for what? What are you saying?
When the union sending that letter and saying it's mandatory, that's when you're going to go get it?
Look, like I said, if it ain't involving my child, my mama, or my work, I ain't going to worry about it until. Period.
So you're going to be reactionary, not...
That's fine. That's fine. I like it better that way. Because I already got my defense set up.
You're going to be reactive, not proactive.
Yeah, cool. I'm cool with that.
So you're going to let it happen first. Then
what's going to happen? You
not get a gig.
How would I not get a gig?
They gonna come down.
You the union is
okay. Let's be. No, hold on. Let me get
it. Trying so hard to be the devil's advocate.
No,
not even making sense because I never.
I'm telling you what's gonna happen in the theater room right now. Let me talk. Let's just gonna happen in the theater room right now. And this gonna be Eileen, any fucking theater person right now. I got Brandon, KB, and fucking Joe in the room. I know for a fact KB. Let me finish. I know for a fact KB and Joe are vaccinated. Mm-hmm. I don't have to pay for testing each week for them. So therefore, I'm not coming out of pocket anymore for this show to put these two niggas in this show. If I put Brandon's non-vaccinated ass in this show, I have to pay for testing each night.
Who gotta pay for testing?
That's the rule now.
They're all free, bro. What are you saying?
No,
vaccinations are free.
Each time you've been tested, somebody paid for that, nigga.
Whoever
gave it to you.
Like the government, the taxpayers.
Somebody, they tell you where to go.
But
somebody paid for that. Yes, somebody paid for that.
Okay, that's great. We talk about taxpayers now, right?
I'm saying somebody paid for that. If
Joe, ain't nobody paid for that.
How you gonna say nobody has paid for the tests that are being administered?
Only if you want a rapid test is when you will pay immediately in that.
So you telling me nobody paid for tests?
Man, bro.
When Corona hit.
You always
nobody was paying for testing.
to make a non-point.
How is that semantics? Nobody paid for testing when it first came out. They charged everybody for testing.
Who you pay? How many times you paid for a test?
I had to pay 5 times when that shit first hit. You had to pay for your test. They didn't have no fucking free facilities at first. And if you wanted to get tested right away, you had to go to that abandoned ass Sam's by something 610, and you had to drop $40 to fucking $50, nigga, to get a fucking test.
Every clinic had tests. It's just like the vaccine, the test was wrong too. So they had to bring them back too. So I don't know what you're saying. Like what you're saying is a mute point. No,
they've had several different tests.
No, but you're not making no point. You bouncing around.
I'm saying these theaters have to pay for the test to give to you.
Who?
The theaters that are producing the show that's going to be in it.
Joe,
and if I gotta just not pay shit for him, I'm going to put him in a show over you because I don't have to pay for testing to put you in a show.
So let's talk about right now. Let's not talk about hypotheticals.
It's that plain. It's that plain and
simple.
You're
right. We're going to make it real plain and simple. Hypothetically.
I did.
Right now, in this era, starting today, future, 2021. If a theater wants me to take a test or a vaccine, is it free or not?
Exactly.
Is
it free or not?
So I can slide in. Right now, they hype.
Is it free or not?
What?
Is it free or not?
What is what free?
If starting today, if a director or a theater asks me to take a test or a vaccine, is it free?
If they're administering, you don't know if that theater had to pay for you the test that they're giving you. Now, can they send you to a free location? Yes, they can do that. But if they have to test you each night before you go on stage, they gotta fucking pay for that. Somebody's paying for that, bro.
Because most people that's gonna get vaccinated, if they're like OCD with it, they're gonna be like, if you're in a show and you're not vaccinated, we need to know, and that's gonna be a rapid test.
Look, y'all not saying nothing I don't know, and I see Wayne say I'm like it's cool. I'm more OCD than most people. If anybody know me and my mama is the germiest person on the planet. I don't do germs. I don't like getting messy. I don't do all of that. But I'm telling you, I'm not gonna be illogical. Regardless.
See, you taking it personal. I'm not talking about branded. I'm talking about what theater producers are going to start to, because they do it already. Don't they do it with who's union and who's non-union now to put you in the show?
About it.
Yeah, because I know
union shit gonna be different with this.
Being logical.
No, I'm saying right now they'll put somebody that's non-union in the show because they can get that motherfucker for cheaper than somebody that is in the union. So they're gonna apply that same logic to if I gotta administer a test to your ass, or if I got somebody that's already vaccinated. I'm not saying you personally have to take a test or anything. I'm saying that's going to be the mindset going forward for some producers in this game. It's like, well, shit, he's already vaccinated and we ain't got to fucking worry about testing him each week. Let's just fucking put, and he was just as good. You know what I'm saying? Or like if it come down to, man, they both are good. I like both of them. They both hitting. This nigga vaccinated. This nigga...
And that's what I'm saying.
You saying so? I'm not saying you personally.
If it's based on that,
you don't have to be Brandon. It might be Stewart. You might be Stewart that's not vaccinated. You know what I'm saying?
If it's based on that, then you can have it. you go ahead, brother.
That's cool. So what were you gonna say?
Until that moment comes, like I said,
fucking remember. Bro.
Until that moment comes,
I'm trying to literally think about what the fuck I was gonna say because y'all was gone. So let me think.
Now Wayne say when he does his solo show, his Buffalo Soldier show at schools, he has to get fingerprints.
And so do I, and I hate that shit with a passion too.
But do you
I
do
know
it?
exactly. I do. Look. I don't. That's what I'm saying.
Brandon is literally telling you he's not against the shit unless he.
Man, I never said I wasn't gonna get it. What I'm saying is,
I'm not
gonna be like
proactive and do it himself.
Don't get it right now.
It has to be for a fucking work.
I'm not about to be like
somebody has to say you gonna miss this shit.
You gotta go get that motherfucker, bro.
That's fine too. That's fine. I'm fine with that. Cause up until then, there's no need.
I feel that.
There's no need. I
feel like
understand. I ain't never said I wasn't. I hope
nobody said
I got to. I mean, you arguing the point like I'm just like now I got to choose between my work. Like I'm.
No,
not
I'm
gonna
saying
take
that's
it.
why I explained it
Either way,
as
though.
you taking it personal.
Either way.
I'm saying that's how theater producers are about to
I ain't
apply
took
stuff.
nothing
But
personal.
you know what?
It's all logical. It's all logistics.
That's what I'm saying. And then if we talking
It's all
logistics,
logistics.
that's logistics.
But you know what's so funny, and I think about this before the vaccines even came, like when you had your son's birthday party and we all went to that shit.
Mm-hmm.
And we all had our fucking mask on.
Yes, we did. It was a whole party. With
And I'm sitting there like,
even the kids, Josiah, all our kids.
if you know that that type of experience is going to be easier for everybody, if you just say, why the fuck can you not be an adult and go get the...
See, that is
I'm
my
just-
issue.
Nah,
That's the
he's sending
issue.
shots at your ass.
And
That's
that's
my
the
nigga,
issue.
like, he too grown for
Like,
that shit. He
so
got
now,
kids,
so
like,
now you
that's
telling
like-
me. So wait. So
I'm like,
now,
what the fuck?
if I don't get the
This
vaccine,
nigga got a whole tattoo.
I'm not even an adult
This nigga got a
anymore.
whole tattoo. I'm like,
Now I'm not an adult anymore because I did not get the
I
vaccine.
knew it.
I gotta say that shit. I'm like,
It's like what?
I gotta tell. That's like some kid shit, Brandon.
No. What I want y'all to do.
You can't understand.
Look at that. Somebody gonna stand up.
Yeah, I already said.
What did you wait for that shit? You're not gonna get this candy unless you do what I
Somebody
say.
stood up.
Like that's some kid shit.
No, KB.
B, you my nigga. That's some
the
kid
fact,
shit,
the
bro.
fact that you have to say that it's kid shit, in my opinion, is kid shit. And no, let me explain.
My point. Thank you. Thank
The
you.
fact,
Check KB.
no, it's not a check, bro.
It is. You
The
just
fact
throw me
that you
out.
have to tell me that me not getting the vaccine makes me immature or not an
I didn't
adult.
say that.
No.
I didn't say immature.
In a general sense.
Because
No,
you work in a
general
field with
sense.
other people,
Agreed.
not just about you.
Agreed.
Ensemble
Agreed.
type of
Agreed.
work.
Agreed.
Yes.
So does that mean I have to do the thing that everyone else is doing to ensure that the
That
safety
we're
of-
safe? Fucking right. Yes, my nigga. If you don't want to be safe, get that nigga the fuck out the show.
So
He's
what
not
were
in
you
it with
doing
me.
before the vaccine?
We
How
were
were you
all
being
getting
safe?
we were all getting tested before the vaccine came.
and you remain safe.
Yes, but
So I'm
nigga.
confused.
Now, oh, that's my point. It came back to me. Fucking right.
I'm
Now
glad.
the spot.
Bring me back. Bring
Now
me
the
back.
spot. Now the spot where I used to.
Y'all
get
know
my,
I was ready
listen,
for the night.
Now my spot where I used
Hold
to
on,
get
let me
my
pull it
free
back out,
testing
Joe.
at NRG and Minute Maid and all them spots. Now they don't even do free testing. It's fucking vaccines.
No.
So
No,
listen,
wrong.
listen. Nigga, what you talking about? If you go to Minute Maid, they giving free vaccines. It's on fucking signs when you drive off the fucking highway.
At
What are you talking
NRG,
about?
time out.
I don't know if they do on the north side. On the south side, it tell you
NRG,
free
Minute
vaccines,
Maid, and the
Minute
north
Maid,
side.
all of them
Time
are free
out.
vaccines.
Time out.
And they give you the
NRG,
date and the time.
Minute Maid, and north side, they are offering free vaccines for everybody. And if you walk in there and want to
No
test,
testing.
no, that's not true, bro. That's not true.
You said
I
vaccines,
apologize.
vaccines and testing.
No, vaccines and test. If you want a vaccine, get your vaccine. You want a test, you can get a fucking test too. That's not true. They are definitely still giving out tests because I have taken many, okay? Many. Not no vaccines, but I'm taking a shit ton of tests. I ain't got the motherfucker yet. Still ain't got it though. Y'all niggas got the vaccines. Still ain't got it though. I don't see what we missing here. Like clearly, whatever side you on, something is amiss here.
No, my thing is you're selfish.
That makes me selfish.
If I have to work with you in the safety of everybody, is you
Bro,
just take
so-
it up.
so
Let-
you telling
let
me-
me fucking talk. Goddamn. If the mandatory thing is that this entity, this theater, this
You said the mandatory
listen,
thing. Mandatory.
Listen, goddamn.
I'm trying to keep up.
Listen. This is mandatory and that it keep us all safe. Or even if it's not mandatory, but everybody in this cast feel like, man, we want it since everybody here is vaccinated, why can't he be vaccinated?
So is it mandatory
Is
or
it-
not?
Why?
Let's go. If you want to talk about it, let's talk about it. And I'm gonna ask the question
I gotta say my
that
question.
I'm supposed to
I gotta
ask
say my
as
question.
a professional.
I gotta ask my question. I didn't ask the question.
All right, I'll wait.
So why the fuck?
Why am I not vaccinated? Right?
Why
That's
wouldn't you take the shit if it's about the work and everybody that's feeling concerned or
But
not
this is
feeling safe?
this is my question. How many works do you have to sacrifice that for? All of them or just this one? Which one? Like, what is the price to pay? So is it for all of them or is it just for this one?
I mean, even if it's just this one, if you don't want to be in this one because you can't be vaccinated, how you know the rest that's gonna come gonna do the same shit? You work with the same people a lot of times at different spots. This shit is gonna be reoccurring. We in Houston, goddamn, we gonna see the same people that's gonna be acting the same requests in every spot.
What I'm going to say is,
They gonna say you get the fuck out of here.
that's
Steve.
fine. That's
your
fine.
work gonna
That's
stop,
fine.
And you
That-
fucking
that's
cold as
totally
shit.
fine.
You're not fine with
That's
your
totally
work not
fine.
stopping.
No, bro.
You're
Look,
not fine with that.
like I've been saying, like I ain't saying nothing different since we started this show. I ain't never said that I wasn't. But what I am gonna tell you is, if it ain't fucking mandatory, I'm gonna tell you straight up how I feel, what I want, what I expect as the fucking professional that I am, regardless. Whether I gotta go take 5 tests a week or just one, nigga, I don't care. But I'm gonna do what the fuck I got to do as a professional every single day, every other day, outside of work, inside of work. So when we get to that bridge, we will cross it. But until then, if you think that I'm going to change my idea just to get access into a place, you are sadly mistaken. Now, if I need
But
to
you're
get
saying
time
you'll
out, let me
change
finish.
it
Let me
once
finish.
they tell you
until
to.
I tell you it's mandatory. So I
And
gotta
then you'll
tell
change
you
it.
like a little kid.
What
bro.
you mean? You
missing
gotta
my
tell
point.
me what
That's
you,
some little
so because
kid
you went and took
shit.
it voluntary means you different. You like you're
Yes,
you're
my
mature.
nigga, I'm concerned about everybody around me. That's
So
what that
I'm
shit
not
says.
concerned
It can't be if you
because I have not taken the
because
vaccine.
you have a better chance of getting it, and you have a better chance of catching something that's serious that we could fucking catch.
Listen to how much weight you are putting on this vaccine. You telling me
Niggas have
that I don't
died.
care-
How much weight can you not put on it, my
KB,
nigga?
you telling me I don't care about my family, my son, or my work because I will not get a vaccine of a virus that I haven't caught, you haven't caught, you haven't caught. Not saying you're right. Not saying that you ain't susceptible either, right?
But I'm not gonna die because I've taken the vaccine.
So that's what keep you from dying?
Yes,
the vaccine?
That's
How
what
many
they're
people
telling you.
haven't died?
It's a lot that haven't. It's a lot
Nigga,
that
nigga,
have.
how many
Brandon.
people got shot that didn't die, and then how many niggas who didn't die? Like, stop playing. Stop playing that semantic
Nigga,
shit.
it's
Y'all
been
know I don't do
progress.
semantics, bro.
It's been
I don't do
progress of
semantics.
it. What is
No,
the semantics?
no,
My nigga,
ain't-
it's about safety,
no.
about everybody. There's no semantics in that, nigga.
So-
what is
so
semantics about
I'm
being
being
safe?
unsafe.
Yes, my nigga.
So before
It's
the
gonna
vaccine
go-
came, time out. Let me
I'm
ask
not
you
going
this.
against you. I'm
Before
not-
the vaccine came out,
I'm
what were
presenting
you
both
doing
points.
to be safe?
Get tested, but now we have the vaccine. But now
So-
we have the
so-
vaccine.
so- okay,
and it's been
okay,
tested.
okay.
And people have
So I
gone through
still
many
can't keep
cycles.
doing
It's
that?
been out for how long?
And beforehand,
Can I not
everything was
keep
shut
doing
down.
that? Can I not keep doing that?
No, my nigga, it's gonna stop. It's gonna stop eventually,
I can't
my
do
nigga.
that no more,
Because
right?
we offering vaccines, we're not gonna keep
Alright,
offering
so-
fucking
so
tests
since
for
you're
people
offering
like
the
you.
vaccine, man,
Or
I
you gonna
can't-
pay for this
I can't
shit.
continue to be safe.
You're not gonna get away.
I could just get the vaccine and then do whatever the fuck
just
I
telling
want
you.
to do, right?
I'm just telling
No,
you.
I'm just saying everybody got to understand from both people's point of
I
view.
don't understand.
So no, I'm saying you got to
We
be
got-
able to
I
understand
understand
that
how it
some
happens.
people really
And you saying you
100%
OCD, mom
believe
OCD. It's niggas
the
that's
science
OCD
that
with
is
this
coming
shit.
out that this is going to prevent this actual disease from killing me if I take this vaccine. And there are some people that feel like I am safe if I get this, and the people around me are caring about me and being safe too.
I
if they
agree
get,
with that.
So that's what I'm saying. So that's a point of view that you have to
I
look
agree
at.
with
So
that.
it's not
But-
wrong, but at the same time,
what am I doing wrong by taking?
I'm not saying that's what I'm saying.
Let me
I never
just-
said you wrong.
I'm
I said it's about
asking
the
a valid
people around
question
you.
though. I'm just
You're
asking
not
it out
wrong.
loud. Whether y'all saying I'm wrong, I'm just trying to ask the question out loud. What am I doing wrong by still taking those preventative, cautious measures without a vaccine? Because nobody had a vaccine up until the beginning of this fucking year. Literally. Nobody had no vaccine. You didn't. Niggas dealt with it for a whole fucking year, taking preventative measures to do that. So I'm wrong for continuing to do that instead of taking the vaccine. That shit don't sit well with me. I don't give a fuck who it's coming from. My mama, I talked to my mama about it. We got people in the comments.
You don't like being
listening.
told what to do.
Nobody. I'm not
Bro,
saying
come
it's
on,
wrong.
man.
I'm not
Come on.
saying it's
That's
wrong.
why
I'm not
I
gonna
said it's not
jeopardize
wrong.
my life,
That's why I said
nigga, just to be stubborn. Okay, I'm a stubborn nigga, but I'm not gonna jeopardize my livelihood just to be stubborn, bro.
What?
That don't even make sense.
That's
What you mean?
because you haven't caught it. That's why it hasn't. But my thing is, if you catch it, you don't know how it's gonna affect you.
Then what about you? What the fuck if you
If
catch
I
it?
catch
You
it,
ain't gonna die though. That's all that matters,
yeah,
right?
I have
you ain't
it's
gonna
less
die.
severe. It's less severe. The symptoms.
That's what you know.
That's what
You
the
ain't gonna
testing-
die.
That's what the
According
results
You ain't gonna
are.
die. Fuck
According-
how
That's what the
fuck with
results
you.
He's
are.
coming from the point of
You ain't
view
gonna
according
die.
to science, and you coming from
Like
the
the
point of
Chinese
view
nigga
of
on
somebody
But
who
did you
don't
die?
who don't trust the
Because I
science.
know a
But
lot
did
of
you
people
die?
that
Nobody's to
that
say
caught it, that
who's
made
wrong,
it. I know a
so-
lot of people that caught it and didn't make it. I'm more
I know
concerned about the
people who
people
caught it
that
and didn't
didn't
make
make it.
I know
Like it's no,
somebody.
I know the people that did make it, and it wasn't just because of COVID. There's other shit they had. It's shit that you don't even know you probably got because your ass don't go to the doctor. That if you fucking catch some shit, that you don't. That's the other shit. I'm not just talking about COVID. It's a whole.
I'm not
bunch of other
disagreeing with
shit.
that, KB. I'm simply trying to
Do you
vocalize.
trust science?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
He just don't like being.
Bro, that's like I
get it.
I feel like because
I
you
get
can't really equate to where I'm coming from. You trying to level it down to something so trivial as me just being told what to do, and that makes no sense at
but
all.
you said-
This
you
is life or
literally-
death that we talking about, right?
just said if they made it mandatory, then I would do the shit.
What you
So
mean? Because
what do you mean?
everybody's
So if they
livelihood
made
is
it
at stake.
mandatory,
Is your livelihood
and
at
they
stake
gave
right
you the
now if you do not
choice,
have the vaccine?
and they gave you the
no,
choice?
it's not, bro.
Because I remember I had the
Come
choice
on,
at the
man.
beginning. I didn't take the shit either.
Y'all
till
both
I
can't
see how
say
it
each
really
other are
works.
wrong. That's
If
what
I-
we're
I
wrong
never
at.
said he wrong. I
If
never
That's
said
what I'm saying.
wrong.
He can't say you're wrong.
I'm just saying.
And
if you
you're not
made
wrong.
it to
I'm
this
saying
day,
you're trying to say what's my point? I'm telling you my point.
if you made it to this day without a vaccine, there would not have been one thing that you could not have continued doing up until this point. Whether it's teaching, doing a Zoom, doing a show, it don't even matter, bro. I'm just stating a fact. Up until this day, today, if you without a vaccine, it would not.
But we don't know that. We were locked in our house for 3 months,
Bro,
nigga.
what? Time out.
Not doing
Time out.
anything.
Time out.
So we don't know if we
KB,
would have kept working, that we
I'm
would have
asking you-
caught COVID.
I'm asking you a real question.
I know. But
How
we
many
have it.
times for you to do something that you wanted to do, you were asked if you had the vaccine?
Since now? Since
Since-
we had the vaccine? I haven't had any work as far as besides Zoom shit.
And nobody really, hey, are they asking you, have
I'm
you
on
had the
Zoom.
vaccine?
No, I haven't had done any in-person stuff. Joe, ask somebody like Joe that's done in-person stuff.
Okay,
Have they actually
Joe?
had the vaccine?
They
Yes.
asking you if you had the vaccine.
That is not a question that an agent's gonna ask you.
I mean, they ask you that on my questionnaire
before
every day that I have
booking a
to sign in to work.
So have you done work without the vaccine?
Did I do work without the vaccine? Yes. Yes, I shot a pilot in Austin, but got tested several fucking times that day. But there was no vaccine yet.
Okay.
There was no vaccine at that time, or it wasn't for actors at that
Did
time.
anybody have a scare or any like?
People were sent home. We did at
We
the
had
day
some.
of wardrobe, because you know you go out for wardrobe first. And so we went for wardrobe, and before you could even walk in the wardrobe room, you had to take your rapid. Some people, they came back, they took them over in the corner, and the motherfuckers disappeared. And then some people, they told you to go right in the room. And the ones that disappeared, I don't know how they went about handling that or replacing it. But I do know even during that time, there were times where we got right of first refusal. You know, they'd be like, you know, we got a family that we've already booked, but they told me and my son, you know, we want to put y'all on standby in case this family catch COVID right quick before we shoot.
I'm with
and then
you.
y'all
I'm
coming up
well
next.
aware of
So,
how these things work.
That's what I'm saying. That's
But
why I'm
I
not saying
said-
it's wrong. I'm
like I
saying
said,
nobody's wrong. It's just
I
what's
don't
your
mind-
view on it.
I don't mind telling anybody. Nigga, I'm on live social media right now saying it again. So everybody can see it. It's gonna be on YouTube. You can come back and watch it. Like, I ain't about to falter. I ain't not up here fronting for anybody. Like, it is what it is. If you approach me and you want me to do a show and you ask me, have I been vaccinated? I'ma say no. If you ask me, will I be vaccinated? I'm gonna straight up ask you, are there ways to operate in this without a vaccination at this point? Or is that an end-all, be-all? Because that's the conversation that I need to have as the professional that I am, because y'all been vaccinated, right? So it don't even matter, right? Whether they want you to have it or not, you got it, so it don't even matter. But as for me, in my house, I'm going to have to ask the correct questions that I need to fucking ask to get the job done.
And if they do say it's end all be all,
then we'll have to have another discussion. Like, seriously. Like,
I got you.
And I'm going to tell them where I stand at. Like, hey, this is how I feel. Is it really worth it? This is what I'm thinking. Like, this is honestly, like, what I'm thinking is how I feel. Everything. So, and we can go from there. Or if we don't have the conversation at all, and they like, oh, all right, cool. That's just the L I got to take. It ain't like I ain't took no L's before. It ain't the first L.
No, I know.
It ain't the first L.
I've taken L's on other shit for
Like,
other reasons.
and I done took some L's by my hand before.
Yeah.
Right? By my hand. So is this not essentially like that same thing? But I'm not going to jeopardize something that's important for me just because I feel a certain way about a certain thing. I feel a certain way about my mama sometimes, but that don't mean I can just act or do or say whatever the hell I want to all the time, right?
Goddamn right.
I mean, I'm just saying, right? You know what I mean? Like, that's just the way the world works. Like, sometimes you got to put your head in the sand, like, and do what the fuck you got to do.
So I hear you.
But
so your
if I am
option
not
is not
approached
to
with that ultimatum, you best believe I'm gonna be me, and I'm gonna step that way each step. I'm gonna continue to do that. Now, like, in the sense of what Wayne said too, like, if somebody, for the sake of the show, if they come and approach me and be like, hey, B, I know they worked it out. They say you don't gotta take this, you don't gotta take that vaccine. But I ain't gonna lie. Like, for me, it really it fucks with me. It bothers me. You know what I mean? Like, I know you ain't got it. I know you negative, but for me, being in my comfortability, like, it really bothers me. Then I actually do have another choice, just like I said that I will be approached with.
And I feel like
and
that's
you got
what
to weigh
KB
the
saying.
options. You got to weigh up, but I'm not gonna just say yes just because
No,
you
that's
asking
when
me
I
a
feel,
question.
and I feel
Just
like that's
you
what you
ask me
say.
a question don't mean I'm gonna say yes. Period.
But by that time, you got the job. You're not gonna get the shot by then because
That ain't true.
But
That
he's
ain't
saying
true.
he
that
might.
ain't true. That
He
ain't
might
true,
check.
bro.
He's saying
bro.
he wants to leave
So-
the option open at all times to
You're
himself.
damn right, because I got that option. Y'all niggas do or did too.
And he's just calling that.
So what if we said, Joe? We all been vaccinated. We feel safer if you go get vaccinated. You gonna go get that shit?
If knowing that we do this show every Monday for 52 weeks, that's an option you gotta weigh. Like, what's more important? Not doing nothing, or you literally do this show every week? You do it every goddamn week. It ain't like something I'm gonna do just for 2 months or just for 4 weeks and get just a little piece of change just to go back home and do nothing again for 4 more months. That's not worth it to me. That ain't worth it. Like, you telling me I got to go against what I really, really want to do just to sacrifice a month and a half. Now I got to change my whole entire life and being like, but no, like, for some shit like
once
this.
it's in you, it's in you.
Hey, it ain't in you. What it say? It ain't on you.
It's in you now.
It ain't on you. It's in you. and
What's that vaccine inside of you? Nigga?
That's what I'm saying, bro. And like,
Can't take it out.
I'm not even trying to be like, not even coming at it like some conspiracy theory. I just know that I'm just that type of person. Like, I'm gonna formulate my best option off the facts and what's presented to me, and I'm gonna formulate the best choice for me. It don't gotta be the same for you. Now, if those differences cause friction, then maybe we need to meet somewhere in the middle, right? If we want to continue what we're doing. But if we're not gonna continue, I don't gotta address my difference, and you don't really gotta address yours either. because at that point they don't even matter at that point. But if they are going to cohabitate and coincide, then some middle has to be met, and I'm cool with meeting that middle. But what I ain't gonna do is just say yeah because you just walked up and randomly asked me. That's what I'm not gonna do. Like that's just not gonna happen. Be like, hey, I really want you to do this thing because you just gonna take a vaccine next week. Like,
let me ask you this.
No.
When your son's teacher, would you want your son's teachers vaccinated?
I don't want to answer that because you talk about other people's jobs. I don't talk about other people's jobs. Like I look.
You just can't tell a nigga what to do.
Bro, I wouldn't be mad if she didn't. I know teachers right now who ain't vaccinated.
But what? Where?
I know
that's in the classroom?
Yeah. In the state of Texas. And it ain't just a couple.
Man,
it's not mandatory yet either.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying?
They been sending you free
see what I ain't the only person that feel this way. I know
they came to camp. I know they came.
Bro, I'm not the only person who feels this way. I'm not the only person.
They coming to people's campus.
That's all I'm saying. I'm not the only one.
They give you need to get tested or
they give you half days off.
Yeah, like you better
don't take the half day.
Hey, shout out Miss Gwen. Please write me the link. I'm interested. I'll watch it. Drop the link in the chat. Send it to the AQC page. It don't matter.
Because I think that's interesting when we start to look at the levels of like if you had an elderly person that's in a nursing home or has to go to the doctor, are you wanting those people vaccinated? That's going to be handling, your older family members or your children that, they can get it, but you know what I'm saying? It don't hurt them as bad.
My grandma probably had hers before y'all did, but granted, y'all was teachers, so y'all had dibs too,
but see,
right?
Kate
y'all had dibs.
Kate had it before. Kate had it before anybody was medical.
And that's why I felt safe taking it because of Kate.
Yeah, I watched for months.
Months, and I literally was like, and I hate to say that, I love you,
but she not you.
But I knew
Kate not you, bro. You could have got the wig and look. I'm not putting that shit on.
My parents got it before me too.
That's what I'm saying.
Nobody knows. Like nobody.
People had that joint.
Look, Elizabeth said,
and
"Don't worry, it's just the tip, Brad.
Like, you got it.
It's just the tips. I just want to touch tips, dude.
I don't want to do that.
It's just the tip. Now they gonna stick the whole needle in."
Oh shit, that's the best one tonight. It's just the tip. All right, bro. Look,
it's just the tip of the needle, bro.
I understand, man. I'm not.
Go ahead.
I just know.
Go in. It's gonna skeet in you right quick.
They gonna know how passionate I am, and they see the passion coming out of my veins, in my neck, and in my arm. They like, oh, Brandon's just not gonna get
you. Brandon Marshall, this
like,
week.
Yeah. Look what I'm trying to say. Check. Free.
I just want you niggas to know. I yell at you niggas because I love you.
I love you.
And we as men don't say that a lot.
We don't express these feelings,
like,
right?
Fuck you, but I love you.
Right? You know, I was talking to my wife the other day.
Veins popping out your niggas.
When my veins are popping, that's just because of the week I've had as a man.
Oh man, but for real, like I don't want people to get my passion misconstrued because I don't care what it is. I know I'm gonna be passionate about it, most likely. So
you're supposed to be.
Yeah, like ain't nobody gonna waver me. Like I ain't out here putting people at risk. Like I got my own family.
Your mama said she'll take you like when you were younger. She'd get you a little pretty bad-aid at the end of it. Did she take you for ice cream after?
I ain't got like a lot of.
No, I was to get some candy.
They still do that, Brandon. You can get you a lollipop, baby.
Bro,
they give you a cool ass sticker.
I ain't gonna lie. If I got to get a shot, I might have to take my mama. As grown as I am, I hate to say I might have to take her because I'm gonna cut up in there by myself. Like who gonna stop me? Who gonna stop her?
Brand.
As soon as she pull it out, I'm
They
like,
be-
all right, baby, thanks.
You're not gonna even see him.
No, thank you.
You're not gonna see him pull it out.
No, I drove here.
They be having one dude ask you a question, and the lady be like, "Doop."
Baby, I
Bro,
drove
it
here.
depends on where you go. You go to the drive-thru, they be like, stick your arm. You be like, stick it.
That's what I'm
Like,
saying.
it's over?
I did the drive-through. I stick
No,
my arm, and
see,
she said, "Which arm?" I
over.
said, "This one."
Okay,
The
it's
dude was
over.
like, "Have
Literally,
you?" He
bro.
was like, "Have you
I
had
took 2
COVID?"
shots.
I was like, "No." And
Literally, I'm
while,
like, did you do it?
while I'm answering, that
I need
motherfucker
the
just poked the
vaccine.
fuck
Did you
out
do
of me
it?
and was out of there.
So basically, what you're saying is they gave y'all grown ass dudes a shot the same way they gotta give my son a shot. That's what I heard. Like, hey, look over here. Oh, it's over.
No.
You did great.
If
Here's
you
your
did
lollipop.
that, if
Here's
you
your
did
lollipop.
that,
I like to watch.
I watched my shot come in.
I wanted to watch, but it was
You,
over.
no, that's what you heard because you don't like to see shots.
Hey,
I literally watched
and
it.
I ain't gonna front. That might be what I need.
Well, she said your dad can take it.
Well, hold
She not
Why
even taking it.
is Donna on
She
the
not
line?
even taking your ass no more, nigga.
Mom, I'm sure it's time to go to work at some point in time. When is the time to go to work?
So when Brandon is ready, we're gonna take him to get some lollipops after he get his shot.
So I guess I'm
We
just
gonna
getting
film
lollipops.
that. We filming when he take his shots.
Well, you
Please let
grown
me
now.
know.
What you want, like a bottle of
Please let
Hennessy
me
or
know.
something?
Whatever people,
Oh, I like
theater,
this.
production
say.
company
I like
make him
this
take
say.
his shot. Please let us know so we can film this shit. This gonna be
I
an
like you
event
say.
And so we're not saying that again.
to take it.
We're not saying that people should be forced.
That's the question.
It should be left
Nah,
up.
That's our question.
It's up to you.
It should be left up to what your view is, how you feel, and what you feel is the responsible thing to do in your life based on how you live. Okay? I think many people can say that because you can't tell people how to live. Talking about the vaccine and shit is almost like talking about religion now. Everybody got different beliefs and different belief systems and different religions that they believe in and how they go about celebrating their type of religion. So I think it's the same way with vaccinations. You might not get to a point where you're going to see eye to eye with somebody. You just got to try to understand each person's point of view off top and then live your life accordingly and deal with the consequences of what the fuck's gonna happen based on the decisions that you make. So I think if everybody's okay with doing that, you're gonna live a life. Like my dad always taught me growing up, you got choices and consequences. Like, I ain't gonna keep beating your ass, man, but understand for every choice you
I'm gonna
make.
beat your ass now because that's the immediate
That's the consequence for what you just
now.
did.
But if you continue
this
to
is
do
not
this,
gonna keep happening. But
whether I beat your ass or not, if you do it outside or in here, there will be a
you
consequence.
always have a choice. But
You don't get
what
to
follows that choice is a motherfucking consequence. Whether that be a good consequence or a bad consequence.
See, I'm not mad at that, bro. I'm really not.
And I learned that's how shit roll for real. Like I made certain choices and I had to deal with what the fuck came with that.
I'm not mad at that.
My dad stood to the side and watched it like, look, that's your consequence.
I see that also.
And so, based on what you decide about vaccines, whatever comes up to be your I'm not trying to be cynical or nothing, but I'm sure you're capable of dealing with the consequences. It's time to go. It's time to go. We hope you enjoyed the damn show.
Yes, sir.
It's time to go. It's time to go. So long from KB, Brandon, and Joe. Hey, time to go. It's time to go.
Hey,
You ain't gonna see us not no more until
hey, y'all go
Monday.
get vaccinated.
Go Monday.
Go get vaccinated, y'all.
Or don't.
Or don't.
No.
Your choice.
The choice is yours. And now you know. And knowing is half the battle. G.I. Joe!
Hey man, now we go for real.
We here.
And we are, baby,
Single Monday, man.
on Actors Quarantine
Corner. Blah, blah, blah. Get y'all next Monday. Hey, every Monday at 9 p.m., baby. Every Monday.
Peace. Peace, nigga, peace. Peace, nigga, peace.
Once again, Actors Quarantine Corner.